accept. Would it kill the game to just give me some admin right now? I think it would. I think it would actually kill the game. What happened to stability is just a number. That can't be a serious question, right? Stability is just a number was important to the situation that it was used in. Stability is far more than just a number right now, I tell you what. Okay, we're finally doing 2 per month on the annexation of Marrakesh. The downside is that once I integrate Marrakesh, my diplomatic reputation is going to be so low that Castile probably won't save me in any fight that I'm declared war upon. But that's exactly why we have Austria and Savoy there to help us. Mamluks are picking a fight over there, good for them. I don't care too much, I'm just happy to get some manpower back. Mazab are very not happy for reasons I just can't quite fathom. And we're still great power number 6. Long may that stay the same way. I'm actually looking forward to kicking Portugal's teeth in. However, that does require us to actually not have Castile join in. I could have Castile get involved in some other fight. I should have the favors with them by now. Yeah, I got 15 of them. Oh, but they still won't save Portugal. Despite me being the crusade target. How long does that last for anyway? I can't see it here because I can't bring up the papal screen, but I'm assuming it'll be quite some time. Yeah, look at that. Mazab got support from the Mamluks, which means they could fight and bring in the Mamluks, but then I'd have Castile and Savoy and Austria on my side and we should be okay. Then again, that might not be enough to be okay, so I should consider another friend. Friends are hard to come by these days. Very hard to come by. I wonder if England would ever consider me as a friend. No, not if I'm allied to Castile. Otherwise, there's the likes of Bohemia. They usually reach out to people. No, there's some problems there. Poland's been doing pretty well on their own. They're allied with Lithuania, and Muscovy is failing to launch. So I might consider an alliance with Poland just to generally keep people off my backside. They also have Brandenburg as a junior partner. Poland is an excellent choice of ally right now. Why not ally France, Jake? I have a personal rule against allying France. I will never ally France in a campaign of mine, no matter how big or small they are. And you might say, well, Jake, you're just being... what do you call it? When you go back on your own word. How can the word fail me so easily? Are you going to wait to take Naples and Morocco before attacking Castile? Who said I'm attacking Castile? I'm going for Portugal as soon as I can. That's the plan. Hypocritical. Thank you, JJ Jehoho. Jake, you're just being a hypocrite. You won't ally France, but you'll happily ally the Ottomans. And I go, yes, that's exactly how it goes. It's very specific that I'm not allying France. And honestly, I wish I hadn't made that rule because it ties me down too much, and if I ever go back on it, I'd never hear the end of it. Ah, bully. Portugal decided to get another alliance. They went for England. I don't know if England would back them, and I don't have a free diplomat to check. Maybe when I have my next claim on Morocco, I'll bring them back and check out what can be done there. But I'm relatively happy with my own allies. I'll be happier when I get Poland. And if I get Poland and integrate Marrakesh, then I'll still be at 6 out of 5, which is fine by me. God, it was nice having admin. Now it's all gone. It cost me a little bit of money, but it's nice to actually be making money as well. I'll just core up Figwig for now. Otherwise, you know, I'm having it as a state, but not actually getting any of the benefit out of it. You should probably fully annex France in every campaign, so it's not an issue. Not seeing how that solves things for me, per se. Why am I getting 0 production out of this province? Local autonomy? What local autonomy? Get off my case, game. Okay, there we go. Sheikh, why do you pay your fleet? My fleet saves my life. If I'm suddenly jumped by a strong naval power, I need to be able to push them away. Plus, my navy doesn't cost me that much. Look at that, a ducat and a half. I'd rather keep them battle ready. It also means that these barks still provide me with actual dosh. Okay. Dedicating to a more liberal understanding in the place of the citizen in a state means that our neighbours have branded us a rogue nation, committed to undermining the traditional rights of the Crown, Church and Guild. Can we only trust those that think as we do? That minus 20 isn't very welcome, especially when it's with my ally. It wasn't with my ally? No, that was with every nation I border, and I don't border Castile. Do, however, border you, don't I? Yeah, rogue nation. It's not going to last too long. It's only like 10 or 15 years. Okay, I have what I need to get another claim on Morocco, and now I really need to think about the full annexation of them. Garb is worth good development, so we'll smack it down on Garb. I'll pull you back temporarily. I shall check and see the status of Portugal and England's relationship. England would defend them. There's a problem with that. Well, there's always a problem with England. They could land and disembark troops from here with impunity. I should be able to slaughter the English if they come into the Mediterranean here, but let's get an idea. For all we know, England is in a dire state and can't actually do much here. If we look at England, 8 heavies. Lots of sailors, lots of transports. How about his army? Ooh, okay, it could be a remarkable problem if England arrive here with 22k. I hope that they don't, but if they do, I need to be ready for that. And my readiness is Fez. They have to go through Fez to get over here, and then I slaughter them in the mountains. Then again, it's not like Portugal don't exist, but I should have Tech 9. The idea is we go in and we slaughter Portugal as fast as possible with our Tech 9 Space Marines. And with that in mind, I should get military access ahead of time from Castile. And just before the turn of the month, let's maintain our spy network on you. Or will I? When can I fight Portugal? In a year and a half? Very well. And that's what we shall do. I'd like to get the Polish alliance before that then, just to keep my back safe, but there's nothing saying that we'll be able to get a Polish alliance in time. Khmer's going for Ayutthaya, getting in the way of our little holiday home viewpoint of the South Chinese Sea, which we had to march to on a previous brutal vote, but at least that one didn't cost me half a grand of admin. God, I really need to tech up an admin and get my humanist ideas fleshed out. But since we just cannot seem to generate admin for the life of us, it's not happening anytime soon. You tempt me greatly, game. But it'll give me innovativeness, which, you know, it's not really a competitive choice for me. Better to wait till next year and save 10% on the cost. You could have just left yourself with 20 inflation, says Dima. I could have, but that's a trigger for quite some bad events, and I want to generate some actual dosh here. And yes, we have admin focus. Okay, those Sardinians still wish to rise up. I don't particularly care about the land, so I'm just going to give them autonomy, tell them to sod off, and get into a crush Portugal position, which is one of my favourite positions. Jay, can you give a quick rule of thumb for trade ships? I have a good grasp on trade itself, but the ships don't click with me. I don't have a good rule of thumb for trade ships. If you're in a position to just grab the land, just grab the land. I can't really be more useful than that. I can't verbalize my thoughts on trade ships very well. Alright, Ittle, Ottle, Black Dip, Blip Dip, Blue Ship, you are not it. Reduce trade investments. I know Itlotl Black Bottle, but it's very short. But there used to be one about It Dip Blue Ship, but I can't remember how it goes, so I'm kind of morphing the two of them into something. If somebody else knows It Dip Blue Ship, please let me know. Not a lot of Portuguese, are there? I hope they don't get another alliance before I come over there and stomp their faces into jelly. Because I very much plan on stomping their faces into jelly. It would be a significant problem if Mazab attacked me whilst I was fighting Portugal and England, and honestly I could see that happening. But it would kill my stability to revoke the marchhood of them. And then again, losing one stability for Mazab is probably the better option than having them stab me in the back. I may just be able to get a Polish alliance first, though. It's only random until he figures out what the offset is, but he's intentionally starting at a random point so he doesn't figure it out, says JJ Ho-Ho, who seems to have a good grasp of how I handle these situations. Let's pay for all of our forts ahead of time, because I could totally see England sniping one of them without my knowledge. Crossing the Strait of Gibraltar might be a little tricky, but if in a bad case I could just ferry my troops over via Iran. Greetings from Germany, says Hybrid. What is it that makes the Germans feel the need to say that? It seems bizarre. Regardless, first time YouTube scrub, etc. Thanks for the years of viewing pleasure. Favourite of mine has been Xenonauts, RimWorld, Zelda, Metroid Randomizer was awesome too. Wasn't awesome for me. I'm just glad it's behind me. But speaking of randomized Zeldas, this Sunday our weekly one-shot is going to be Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask randomized. I think I'll have the same time limit as last time, because heavens knows where we're going to find everything with everything randomized. It'll be similar to the Ocarina of Time one that we did. That was not enough to get 100 relations with them, unfortunately. I still want that alliance. We'll try what we can here. I wanted to have crowd control on as well, but it was only a few days ago I realized there isn't actually crowd control for Majora's Mask. So I still want to do crowd control again, so I think what we will do is we shall send a scornful insult to the Danes to make the Poles like us more, and on top of that, we'll do a mini Mario marathon soon enough, because there are a lot of Mario games that have crowd control. Let's get that spy network going, see how the Poles feel. Maybe at the turn of the month they'll turn friendly. Maybe. I mean, they also may not. There we go! It's like he knows what he's doing! Getting over 100 relations is frequently a cutoff for friendly. Sometimes it's 150. Okay, now I have some important decisions to make. Feel like Bob Ross trying to figure out where to put his tree. I could tell Mazab to just sod off. It's a lot better than Mazab threatening to DOW me when I'm about to enter a state of war against Portugal and England, and hopefully not Castile, but potentially Castile. Ah, crap. Castile hate Poland. I have a way around this. I do have a way around this, but I can't activate until February. Yeah, that's exactly it, JJ. If I Dow, Portugal, Castile lose their alliance with them. However, it's not that simple, is it? Never is. Hopefully Castile don't break my alliance with me, their alliance with me, before I can dissolve this one with Poland. I need until the 6th. It's going to be broken alliance with them, and they will not like that. Breaking truce is also not a great idea. I could really risk by waiting until February. That's a huge risk, though. Losing my alliance with Castile would be disastrous for me. Can you bump the trust? It's not worth the risk. Let's dump you. Okay. Be in a position to do everything at once. They're still friendly. Truce with Portugal is up, but I need 2 diplomats for this. And it needs to be the 7th. Okay, great. They won't be saved here. So, Poland, about that friendship. Ah, crumbs, I didn't drop my Zab, did I? We'll just have to rely on Poland's help here. This will annul Castile and Portugal's friendship, and we will of course be taking Ceuta, because that's easiest for us to take. Whew. Castile, of course, don't get involved. That was them not getting involved right there. We go. Truce with Portugal. So they shouldn't turn on me over that. And it's up to our glorious elected to march on that. Let's have you over in a position here, actually, just so we can have you help out if and when the British arrive. Well, there's no real need to slap that many units down over there. Just keep the rest of you there in case it's needed. Reformation branches out, good news for me. Straits of Gibraltar is not an inland sea, so let's not blockade it like it is one. There's no real hurry for us here. We take this, we march across, we ravage Portugal. And we ravage them with our incredible military tech 9. And our new infantry that I should have upgraded beforehand. But oh god, disease outbreak straight off the bat. Goodbye manpower. There's a possibility that they're going to march on over to our holdings in Rome, but hopefully not, and if they do, we can always just slam them. Hello, welcome to my inland sea, Portugal, and all your transports. I don't have an admiral, but with 14 tradition, I don't feel like I should have one, but they have a 6 maneuver guy. And not having an having an admiral saved me a lot last time, so let's go with one. We're gonna have the salty Scotsman be our admiral here. It's not me. I don't like the term salty anyway, but save us, Scotsman. What? They will get between 2 and 8 pips base. They got 8 pips. Get in there. Okay, again, Portugal have the heavies, but we have Salt the Scot. Oh, the term is up already? Jings malings, okay. Well, I think we're done with random choices, but we do need to have ourselves another chaos roll. Thankfully for me, somewhat, it's time for some nice chaos, so let's get that poll up. Well, it's not nice, it's called Boon Chaos. We'll just enjoy the booming of the navies fighting each other right now. Right. We could gain 300 power points. That would be 300 of each of them. We could replenish our manpower. We could get a free 50 traditional admiral plus general. There was a boon for having a free 100 one, but that seemed a bit over the top there. We could gain 6 months income, or we could get nothing. You will decide. The poll is up now. Again, the first vote comes in for nothing. That's what's happened before. It seems to be happening again. Whilst that's going up, I'm going to finally choose a candidate that I want. And 300 is not something that I want. I want 411. Carthago Ugorid. Because god do we need admin right now. So gimme, gimme. And he gets the extra one in mill. I'm not opposed to that ever. I see somebody in chat. Well, not just somebody. It's Demon321x2 saying chat is way too merciful. Well, if you think it's too merciful, you can vote for less merciful options. But it seems like getting 3 of each PowerPoints is the top one there. That'll be some much needed admin and some less needed everything else. But it seems like somebody is weighing in going, you shall not pass. I saw that sudden surge for you get nothing. But somebody out there insisted that we are allowed something. What is the command for this one called? I think it's PowerPoints 300. I tried, guys, says Napalm Sideburns. No, nothing for Jake. Nothing has never been rolled yet. So this one works, right? Just in case it doesn't. 204, 84, 192. There we go. How lovely. Let's celebrate how lovely the chat is today. Thank you kindly. By smashing the Portuguese into driftwood. Oh my god, the salty Scotsman really has it in for the Portuguese. Smashed half their transports, a bunch of their galleys, and basically we're just doing great. So we enjoy that, we head back in for some repairs, and we continue to destroy Ceuta. Feels pretty good. Thank you kindly. Okay, Bohemia is going to attack Hungary. That means they're going to be fighting Austria, question mark? No, of course Austria lost that union. Much like I almost lost Poland, but didn't lose Poland. I was hoping he was going to say, let's celebrate with some Sudoku, says 013. Not quite. Alright, the Portuguese are staring at us from afar. That's all they can do, because they're so weak. They've decided to throw all their heavies into the Straits of Gibraltar. I'm wondering if the salty Scotsman has the stones to go and attack them there. I think he might, even though our galleys wouldn't perform particularly well there. Oh, but he's grabbing everything he can, and a half-decent leader for them. But I think he's just eyeing us up. He knows we have these units right here. Oh, that's right, our election time was over. Angevin is pretty good at what they do. Regardless, I'm going to make a leader. Oh! Oh! Hold it, hold it, hold it. I want him there for this roll. I'm doing a little trick here, right? It's 2 days until the next siege phase, and honestly, it's fairly big chance that nothing's going to happen. So I purposefully tell enough people to go away to pause the siege, so that this 3 siege demigod can arrive in time to make it a much, much better roll. And then, just like that, we get water shortage instead of not water shortage, and it's down from -49 to 0 in 2 days. That might be a slight exaggeration of how that went down, but I just want to pat myself on the back for doing a really good job on that movement. Okay, where's the bad DDR luck, says De Bruche. High luck just means that the less likely things are more likely to happen. Consider that. Alright, Salty Scotsman's going outside of the safe inland seas, and he's going to take the fight with the heavies. The heavies run away in a fit of cowardness, and with this we might be able to take the siege a lot faster than planned. Okay, I'm not going to be forced to random options anymore. However, oh, as much as that money is tempting, the things that it comes with are awful. So let's get that commandant out of here. The aristocrats lose a lot of influence. Too bad for them. And of course we need somebody else here. Reinforcement, get rid of you. Get somebody good like morale or discipline. Traders are in. That's not good news for me, but oh well. Colombian exchange. Grain goes down, livestock goes up. How about Ceuta goes down? Not yet, but its time will come. Maintenance modifier isn't bad. I'll take it for now. It is money at the end of the day. I'm getting corruption from unbalanced research, but by the gods, I need these fleshed out. The improved relations, the tolerance of heathens, and the idea cost all come together very well. but the tolerance of heretics and the promoted cultures are fairly wasted on me. Admin tech should get cheaper in time. We should consider that, I suppose. And the it should spread within me, the institution. He just doesn't know, though. Tell you what, we'll take this and we'll get ourselves a military idea, because we're going to have too much mill coming in for a while. And we need a better army, a lot better army. But how can I say no to plutocratic? It's my flame. The better thing for me to get is defensive or offensive, but I can't say no to plutocracy. It's just my heartthrob of an idea group. We'll leave that be for now, though. Jake, I can't believe I voted for you to get something when you already have that luck. No holding back next time, says Spice Shaker. Well, you see, Spice Shaker, there were barely any votes between that. In fact, let's have a look at the results on that one, because there were only 5 votes between them. Wow, how about that? And looking at the channel points, because you can nuke channel points on this, it was Deadly Tower who most backed up, gaining 300 power points. Deadly Tower. Isn't the best choice quality? I mean, they're all good. Just choose the one you like the most. I prefer defensive for its massive morale buffs and the fact that you can wait people out in forts forever. JJ Ho-Ho booing this coward. What a good time. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back and hope that we take these sniveling Portuguese cowards into Ceuta. Hey, come a little closer, baby. It's a free pass, don't you know? Gonna even pull my navy all the way back. Oh, look how safe he feels. He's putting his navy out there. I'm not sure how much safer I could make this for you. How about we turn off the garrison here? Wow, he's really hesitating on that for some reason. I'm going to pull my navy even further back. The AI is quite aware of how nasty we can be on trapping them here. And I do really want to trap him here. Nobody else has plutocracy. That would get me some much needed innovativeness. How nice. What are the numbers in the war in terms of troop count? They have a lot more, but they're counting English troops, which I'm certain aren't going to do a whole lot. Portuguese, higher troop count than I imagined, but they're all stuck over there for reasons that I cannot fathom. Alright, well, hey, if you really want to endure the salty Scotsman in the Gulf of Almeria, that is your prerogative. What if I don't pay for fares? Are you tempted? No, they're not. Oh, I thought I could catch the bugger, but I could not. Alright, salt crisis, but I'm not that scared. What I'm probably going to do then is transfer my units over to Castile, and then not have to fight them in mountains, because I don't want to do that. Fight them in mountains, that is. I might be able to chase them over to Ceuta, where I get to fight them in highlands with relative impunity. I just don't want to fight them in Gibraltar. Despite my tech advantage, it's still crossing a sea into mountains, which I don't want to do. However, we will do it with 5 fire. I can get temporary fleet basing rights off of them if I really want to, and I do kind of want to. It's worth a few ducats just to move people over there faster. While all this is going on, I should really be getting more spy network on Morocco. There's little reason not to. I think you're making up for your good luck with bad events. Maybe. Maybe. I just like luck. Are they going to try to fight me here? If they do, that's a pretty bad decision for them. However, it only takes 3 journeys to get everybody over here. wonder if they can be tempted to run away with that. No? Well, again, I don't want to fight them in the mountains, so instead we'll just go and work on their fortifications. Since we have a 3 siege individual to help us out here. Oh, well, you know, if you really want to do that, who am I to deny? Excellente. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you. I will not be allowing you guys to march together. Well, maybe I want to fight all of them over in Ceuta. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. Just get them all over there. What a hard-earned victory, Portugal. Let us celebrate by destroying you. Let's leave a couple to maintain Gibraltar. And now we get the advantage for fighting him in Ceuta. And yeah, Angevin is going on. Turn on the fort there, Jake. It is turned on. You made me worry there. Just have you guys get out of there temporarily so they think they have somewhere to run to, if they even can run. Oh, man. This is not fair to the Portuguese. They deserve better, but they won't get better. They try to run, but they can't run! Oh, man. Someday, killing the Portuguese is going to get old. But that day is not today. It won't be tomorrow.